Hello, and welcome back to my channel Discover PhD Research Gradually. And I am Bhumika Batra discussing the steps and the alternates to be an expertise in a field. In my previous video, we have discussed about the various types of research: exploratory, descriptive, experimental, and historical. The sequence needs to be followed because I have also explained how exploratory turns to descriptive, how it turns to experimental, and when the study or the concept gets obsolete, it becomes historical, the history. As promised previously, I'm coming up with a new video where I'm going to discuss today about the type of data. After watching this video, you will get a better idea what kind of research is yours and what type of data needs to be followed in your study.
There are two types of data, which is classified into cross-sectional and another into longitudinal. Longitudinal is further characterized into time series and panel data. We'll discuss about this longitudinal later. First, focus on cross-sectional. What is cross-sectional data? Here, the time is not important. Why? Because it occurs for short period of duration, be it a week or month or a year. Here the time is not important. It is calculated where the population having the similar characteristics or similar features. Cross-sectional is collected from the population at the same time, whereas it is also collected by observing certain subjects at the same point of time. It's not about calculating for 1 month and for the next month or for 12th month or 10th month. No, it's for the same time. When I say similar features or similar characteristics, what does I mean? I'll explain you with an example. Study performed on list of grades in a class of any subject, English. So this is a kind of cross-sectional, or I'll say calculate age of 50 students in a class, cross-sectional. You understand here the similar features what I referred to with these examples. Study on variations of ice cream flavors at a particular store, and then see how people responded to those flavors. So this is again a cross sectional. So what I mean is cross sectional is done in a population of a similar characteristics. Here, study performed on a list of grades in a class of a English. Every student scored how much marks in English needs to be studied. So, similar characteristic. Calculate the age of 50 students. This is the population. Okay. And this age is the similar characteristic. Okay. Now, here, study on variations of ice cream at a particular store. This at one store only. So, this is similar. Variations of ice cream is the population. So, this is the concept of cross-sectional data. In short, cross-sectional data is what? It is the collection of various variables at a same point of time. So this is all about the concept of cross-sectional data. Coming back to longitudinal data. What is longitudinal here? First, time is precious. Second, follow the trend. Now the question comes, what is this trend? It is a period over time. I'll explain you in a simple way with an example. Calculating the closing price of particular stock for, let's say, 4 years or 5 years. So this is a period of time. This is a trend which is followed. Anything which has to be calculated, be it a same or different variables, it doesn't matter. What matters is the trend for the over the period of time. When I say same or different variable, with this longitudinal data is categorized into two, which is time series and another is panel data. To understand it in a simple way, time series deals with one variable. Panel data deals with more than one variable. With the time series and panel, what we understood is the matter of variable. As I told, it focuses on single individual or a variable, whereas panel focus on multiple individuals or variables. This is the major difference in time series and panel is of the variable. What is the similarity here? Similarity between two. It measures a single individual for multiple period of time. Same here with the panel. It focuses on multiple individuals at multiple time intervals. So, multiple time intervals. So, what is the similarity between these two is the time period. Whereas what we studied in cross-sectional is time doesn't matter there, but the same characteristic. Here, the multiple time intervals. So, which is why I said it follows trend analysis. Now, I hope you understood the difference between cross-sectional and longitudinal. Then coming to the longitudinal, time series and panel data. So you can easily recognize what type of your study belongs to what type of data. I'll explain time series and panel with an example. For example, when I talk about calculating the profit, I'm calculating the profit of TCS for 15 years. When coming to this, here also I'm calculating the profit, but for TCS, Infosys, Accenture, Deloitte or etc. These are the set of individuals for 15 years. Now you see the similarity is the time period, which is for multiple duration. What is the difference here is just the TCS and here it is a set of individuals. So it belongs to one variable, and in panel data it belongs to multiple variables. Now hope the time series and panel concepts are very much clear with this example. Now I will explain in a brief for the cross-sectional and longitudinal which software is mostly used and which statistical techniques needs to be applied. Let's talk about again cross-sectional data versus longitudinal data. SPSS, Excel, used here, eViews or SPSS also, but main eViews. Coming to the second, which test is applied? Before test, I would say the type of research. In the previous video, I have explained in detail about the type of research: descriptive, non-descriptive. When it comes to descriptive, regression. Now there are many kinds of regression. Here also regression. So it is very important to understand what regression, which method of regression is used where. So here OLS, ordinarily least square. Which regression here? Panel regression. Everybody knows in their study if regression needs to be used. Now, they do not know what regression, which tutorial they need to see, which regression they need to run. So, before going into the statistical techniques, it is very important to understand the concepts. Once your concepts are very clear, now it's time to check which technique to be used or which type of data or what kind of research is yours. I hope all these two videos of type of research and types of data gave you some understanding of your own study.
This is all about the types of data, where I have explained each and every concepts within examples to give you a better idea and clarity in your concepts. If the information shared with you is helpful, please like this video, subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more updates. For your information, I am conducting one course for advanced SPSS where I'm going to discuss about the data cleaning, descriptive and frequencies of data with its interpretation. The brochure for the same has been displayed on the social media and all the details and the link for the course is also mentioned below in the description box. The interested participants can click on the link, fill up the details and do the needful to register yourself for the sessions. I will be see you in my next video very soon. Bye.